Today we are going to study about the different types of life cycles in plants. This is also called alternation of generation. Yes, students, different types of plants represents the different type of alternation in generation, that is called life cycle. Students, before studying about the different life cycle in plants, first of all, we have to introduce about two types of previous knowledges. What is that? The first one is the types of cells. On the basis of number of chromosomes or sets of chromosomes are found, the cells is usually defined as the haploid and diploid cells. First of all, I take the haploid. Haploid is represented by small m, and this indicates that there is presence of the half number of chromosomes. Yes, students, this is usually found in the unisexual type of plants, in which the male and female both plants or both branches is found on the same plants, like the pinus plant. In pinus, all of you observe that there is the male and female both plants are found, as well as also in cypress. Students, in cypress, the male strobili and the female strobilus both are found in the different plants. They are also called the cones. Thus, students, the haploid means the presence of the same number of chromosomes in the parent and the spores which are formed after the process of mitosis division. It means there is the haploid sets of chromosomes are present throughout the whole life cycle. Throughout the whole life cycle, the haploid sets of chromosomes are present. It means that does not goes on the diploid sets of chromosomes in their life cycle. Now, students, the second one is the diploid type of cells. Are diploid. They usually represented by 2m because they containing the paired chromosomes, pair set of chromosomes. That's why they are represented by the symbol 2m. And the second important thing is that the process of mitosis, and the second is meiosis. Students, what is mitosis and what is meiosis? This is the type of cell division. In mitosis, if the cell contains haploid number of chromosomes, then the individuals are formed after the mitosis also containing the haploid number of chromosomes. It means they are just identical to the parent cell. There is no reduction of chromosome take place. But in meiosis, there is reduction of chromosome take place. If the diploid cell is undergoes on the If the diploid cell is undergoes on the meiosis division, then what kind of individual cells are formed? The individual cells are formed of haploid type. Haploid type. It means young and young cells are formed. It means the reduction of division take place in which the chromosomes reduce to become half in the gamete cells. It means the new individual cells are formed having the half number of chromosomes. Such type of the individual cells are formed are called gametophytes. Whereas the diploid cells also undergoes on the mitosis division, and when they undergoes on the mitosis division, like here I take the example 2n, then the individual cells is formed with the diploid number of chromosomes, it means 2n. If mitosis forms the xerox or copies or clones of the parent cells, whereas the meiosis forms the new daughter cells which are maybe dissimilar with the parent cells. Thus, students, further we are going to discuss on the life cycle in plants. There are three types of alternation in generations are found in the specific plants of different types. The life cycles. Alternation of generation. Students, there are three types of life cycles are found in the specific plant of different types. What are these? Let's see on. The first one is haplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle. The second one is diplontic life cycle. And the third one is the haplodiplontic life cycle. Haplodiplontic life cycle. First of all, here I am going to take the example of the life cycles in what kind of plants they take place. Then the haplontic type of life cycle is found in the lower categories of plants, including algae. Most of the algae represents the haplontic life cycle, like Eulothrix, Spirogyra, Spirogyra, Chlamydomonas, etc. And the diplontic type of life cycle is mainly found in some archaeoalgas as well as the seedless type of plant species belonging to the group bryophytes and pteridophytes. Whereas the haplodiplontic life cycle is found in the developed type of plants such as gymnospermae or gymnosperms and angiosperms. Now students, here I am going to describe about the life cycle in the Eulophrix spirogyra or Chlamydomonas type of algae. It means haplontic life cycle. This is a because life cycle, then the alternation of generation I illustrate in a circular pathway to clearly understand the stages that take place in such life cycle. Zygote, this is a diploid cell containing the diploid number of chromosomes. It goes on meiosis, not mitosis, mitosis division, and after going on mitosis division, they forms the spores. They forms the spores. These spores containing young chromosomes and called gametophytes. Gametophyte. The gametophyte further goes on the syngamy. The syngamy it means fusion of two spores, N and N, to further forms zygote. Such type of alternation of generation is found in the kinds of plants is said to be the haplontic life cycle. Students, here the gametophyte is the main plant body gametophyte phase is dominant. That's why the gametophytes are the main plant bodies. In haplontic type of life cycle that is usually found in the Eulothrix, Spirogyra and Chlamydomonas like the milkies or clematis type. Now students, this is the diplontic life cycle. Here, the alternation of generation take place from the sporophyte to gametophyte, and further the dominant phase is sporophyte, because sporophyte is the main plant body and such type of plants. The main plant body is sporophyte, and sporophyte is the dominant phase containing diploid number of chromosomes. It further goes on the process of mitosis division, and through mitosis division there is formation of the number of cells containing same number of chromosomes, and further these are the gamete cells which undergoes on the meiosis and containing n, or you can say that n chromosomes, and after that it further goes on the gametophyte stage after meiosis. This is the meiosis division, through which the number of chromosomes reduced to become half. It means n and n, and these gamete cells further goes on the syngamy process. And due to going on the syngamy process, they unite to forms the zygote containing diploid number of chromosomes. Thus, student, from sporophyte to gametophyte, and further from the gametophyte to the zygote is formed after the fertilization and fusion of the two gamete cells n and n, and the main plant body is developed, that is sporophyte. Sporophyte phase is the dominant phase in such type of life cycle. That's why this is called diplontic life cycle. Diplontic life cycle. The last one is, students, haplodiplontic life cycle. Students, haplodiplontic life cycle is usually found in the kind of plants belong to the gymnosperm and angiosperms. This is the last topic of your this chapter, and here the phases are somewhat similar to the haplontic and diplontic both life cycles. That's why this is called the haplodiplontic life cycle. First, the sporophyte, the main plant body on bearing maturity undergoes on reduction division. It means meiosis. Meiosis. And this meiosis, the spores are formed. What? The spores are formed containing n number of chromosomes. These further undergoes on the formation of gametophyte and there is the process of syngamy take place. What? Syngamy. It means the fusion of male and female gamete take place, due to which the zygote is formed. And further the zygote undergoes on the development of the main plant body sporophyte. Students, this is the haploid phase of this life cycle, and this the large phase of this life cycle is diploid type. That's why this is called haplo from haploid and diplontic from the diploid life cycle. Such life cycles are found in the higher categories of plants that belongs to the group Gymnosperms and Angiosperms. Thanks students for joining the last lecture of this lesson.